a split second in blurry photos and shaky videos. But the stories you are about to hear are different. Here, Bigfoot does not attack. It does not roar. It does not chase. At times, it pulls humans out of the forest and then leaves. At times, it carries an unconscious person through the woods. The cases on this list are not ancient legends. They come from eyewitness accounts, security cameras, trail cameras, and accidental video recordings. Watch until the end of the video to uncover the terrifying mystery behind America's #1 mythical creature. The first case on this list begins with a simple slip and ends with a decision so strange it still haunts those who hear it. That afternoon, Sarah Mitchell, 27 years old, was hiking alone near the edge of Olympic National Forest in Washington State. She stepped off the main trail for just a few minutes to take landscape photos. The weather was normal. Daylight was still good. But according to her account, the forest suddenly became unnaturally silent. No birds, no insects, no familiar sounds at all. As she stepped onto a patch of damp grass, Sarah slipped and fell to the ground. At that exact moment, she felt faint vibrations coming from behind her, as if something heavy was approaching. Not the sound of an animal running. These were slow, steady footsteps, with weight behind them. She turned. From the tree line, a tall creature stepped out, walking upright on two legs. Its shoulders were broad, its arms long and thick, dark brown hair covering its body. There was no warning roar. It moved straight toward Sarah. The distance closed faster than she realized. A large hand reached out, grabbing her dress and hip, dragging her body several feet across the wet grass. Sarah screamed, clawing desperately at the ground. She could clearly feel the force, heavy and deliberate. This was not a random swipe from a wild animal. It felt purposeful. Then, suddenly, the creature stopped. The pulling force released. It stood still for several seconds, as if reconsidering. Sarah lay frozen, barely breathing. The creature took a step back, then another, turned around, and walked back into the forest, disappearing silently between the trees. Sarah ran straight back to the trail and called for help. Rangers returned to the scene but found no clear tracks, only flattened grass leading deeper into the woods. No photos, no video, no physical evidence. In her final report, Sarah repeated one thing over and over. If it wanted to hurt me, it had plenty of time. When people later reviewed Sarah's testimony, many agreed that Bigfoot's behavior did not resemble a real attack. If this were a predator, it would have ended quickly. Instead, the creature dragged her only a short distance and stopped, as if testing her reaction, rather than trying to harm her. Some believe Bigfoot was simply forcing a human out of its territory. The grabbing and dragging may have been a final warning, a clear message to leave immediately. When the girl panicked, screamed, and showed no threat, the creature left, having achieved its goal. Others believe Bigfoot is intelligent enough to recognize that humans are not prey. The contact was not an attack, but a confirmation. This is a human, not dangerous, not worth further involvement. Once that was determined, it withdrew to avoid future trouble. And it is precisely what did not happen that keeps this story alive. Just like many other Bigfoot encounters across the United States. This story began with a camera placed deep in the woods. The person involved was Ethan Brooks, a hunter and part-time park ranger, familiar with the forest, where he set up a wildlife trail camera. The original purpose was simple: to record deer and bear movement during the fall season. That afternoon, while reviewing the footage, Ethan noticed an unusual clip. The timestamp showed it was near sunset. The forest was damp. Light was fading. At first, the frame showed nothing but trees and fallen leaves. Then a large movement appeared from the left. From between the trees, a tall creature stepped into view. It walked upright on two legs, dark hair covering its body. In its arms was an unconscious man. The man's body hung limp, head slumped to one side, legs dragging lightly with each step. There was no struggle, no signs of panic on screen, just controlled, deliberate movement. The camera captured multiple angles as the creature moved closer. In one frame, its face was clearly visible. A heavy brow, a flat nose, eyes focused straight ahead. Not aggressive, not frantic. It looked concentrated, as if carrying out a task. According to the footage, the creature crossed a trail, stepped over a fallen log, and continued deeper into the forest. After several seconds, it disappeared from view. The recording ended there. No screams, no signs of an attack. Later, when the video circulated, many believed the man being carried matched the description of a missing hiker reported earlier in the area. And yet, the case was never officially confirmed. The next case on this list begins with a short, slightly shaky clip posted on TikTok with a simple caption: Bigfoot footage allegedly from Kentucky Ridge Forest. That simplicity is exactly what made thousands of Americans stop and watch until the end. The video is believed to have been recorded by Jason Miller, a local hunter, while he pulled over to rest near Kentucky Ridge Forest in eastern Kentucky. It was still daylight. Birds could be heard clearly in the background. There was no panic, no screaming. In the distance, on a sparsely wooded hillside, a dark figure stood upright between the trees. Tall, broad-shouldered, not shaped like a deer or a bear. What caught people's attention was how completely still it stood, as if it knew it was being watched. When the image was zoomed in, the silhouette became even clearer and more consistent with classic Bigfoot descriptions. Many viewers commented, "This is finally a video clear enough to see." Others pointed out that bears do not stand motionless for that long and do not have the same arm-to-shoulder proportions seen in the clip. Jason did not say much afterward. He only confirmed that the video was unedited, not AI generated, and that he did not approach the figure. The forest sounds remained normal, and there was no sense of threat. It may not prove it was Bigfoot, but it is hard to say it was just an ordinary person. Have you ever seen a Bigfoot that does not run, does not hide, does not threaten anyone, but simply sits there, as if resting? That exact moment is what made this video spread rapidly across American social media. The clip is believed to have been recorded near the Little River area in Alabama, a dense forest region with little foot traffic, close to a creek and common hunting paths used by locals. The person filming was Mark Wilson, a weekend fisherman. According to him, he was not searching for Bigfoot. He simply turned on his camera to capture the forest before leaving. As the camera pointed toward the trees, Mark suddenly noticed a large figure sitting on a fallen log. The creature had its back turned, dark hair covering its shoulders and back. Its posture was relaxed, shoulders lowered, with no signs of tension or alertness. The creature appeared unaware it was being filmed and calmly continued sitting, even brushing its hair in a natural, casual motion. Mark kept his distance. He did not call out. He did not move closer. In the video, normal forest sounds can be heard clearly. Rustling leaves, scattered bird calls. After several seconds, he lowered the camera and left. After the clip was posted, many Americans commented that this was one of the rare videos showing